mi o. Wọ́n fẹ́ kó bọ́lá mi o. Mama jẹ́ kọjá mi o. Bóyá màá kọ́lé máa ra lẹ̀. Àlọ́ sẹ̀ máa ní mọ́tò. Má ṣẹ́gun ṣó má ṣẹ́gun ọ̀táyé. Wọ́n á ṣàgbọ́lódé pọ̀ táyé. So what, good evening. So invite your friend and share. Let's talk about health issue. If you are a man, invite your male friend. If you are a female, invite your male friend, husband, everybody to my platform. Let them come and know the importance of ejaculation is known. The reason why men should ejaculate. I'll see it. I will definitely do it there. Tún wọlé èmi tún wọlé o èmi bá mi ṣe o. Lókè lókè o la mama lọ, lókè lókè o la mama lọ, lókè lókè o. Lókè lókè o la mama lọ, lókè lókè o la mama lọ, lókè lókè o. Here and invite your friends. It's all about head show this evening. Head show. Most especially invite your male friend. Invite your husband, your husband's friend. I have to already buy your brother anyway. Lókè lókè o la mama lọ, lókè lókè o la mama lọ, lókè lókè o. Àwọn tún lálàáfíà, àwọn tún lówó, àwọn tún lọ́lá, àwọn tún lẹ́nu ìgbégun. Alówó má jayé ẹ̀yin lẹ́mọ̀. Àwọn tó jayé lánàá wọ́n ti kú wọ́n ti rà o. Alówó má jayé ẹ̀yin lẹ́mọ̀. Wọ́n ti kú wọ́n ti rà o. Kí ni bí wọ́n níyẹn? Kíkọ́ yé mẹ́gò. Orí mi jẹ́ kí n lọ́wọ́. What is all about the money, yeah? The money, yeah. Biko ye me go, ori mi jacking, lowo. What is all about the money, yeah? Hey, I surrender my life, you know. Hello, good evening. Welcome to my platform. Welcome to the Normal Divorce platform. Slice, welcome to my platform. To why welcome to my platform. If you leave a comment, I'm going to acknowledge you because some people are. I carry some people, but sometimes they want to be silent watchers, so there's no point mentioning their name. You are welcome to my platform. Regardless of the people that are on my platform, I'll continue with the show and run the show. Yeah, I put up a post about a few minutes ago that I'll be coming out to talk about the importance of ejaculation in men. Yes, let's talk about it this time around. You know, we'll talk about this election, we'll talk about relationship, of nation of Facebook fracas and everything. But like I said, I am done, I'm dusted, you know. When the election was high, I was there, so I don't want to get myself involved in any fracas again, and or anything that will trigger my action that will make me to be hungry. I don't want to get myself involved again, and I pray the Almighty God will continue to be with me. I have taken the right step. I am seeking the redress in the law court at the moment with some people, and I wouldn't want to do anything against anybody. So whoever that is happening over abusing on me, that's one cup of tea. Let the court judge and let the court decide. So this evening, I'm here this evening to talk about the importance of ejaculation in men. So I'll be starting by saying a few things about ejaculation, what to know about ejaculation and what ejaculation is, and what is ejaculation, and anything to know about the ejaculation anyway. Well, in my own simple grammar and simple English. I'm not a grammarian anyway. So when you are asked about the definition of ejaculation, you know, a lot of people know what ejaculation is, right? But for the purpose of some people who don't know what I'm trying to talk about, but let me quickly say the meaning of ejaculation. Ejaculation is happening in men, right? Yeah. So it's a process of releasing sperm fluid during an orgasm in male, you know. That's when you're having sex or making love with a woman. The process of releasing your sperm, that's your sperm fluid, out of your penis or into a woman is called ejaculation. And I am going to talk about the medical advantage of ejaculation in men. You know, for example, some men don't like to ejaculate, some men don't like to sleep with their woman, some men are kind of with their with the kind of job they are doing, you know, especially those who are drivers, you know, and those who are working outside their home, you know. A lot of people are separated geographically but not legally. For example, a man is working, the wife is working in Ireland and the husband is working in UK. So they hardly find time to meet each other, they hardly find time to have sex, they hardly find time to, you know, they don't really have enough time to themselves because of the nature of their work and the environment that they are working. But medically, I come across this article and I do some kind of research on it. That was last year. But I decided to leave the something because it does not apply to my home course. So, but then from what I've learned and information I've gathered and some research that was conducted in the United States, I want to mention those universities in the United States, about 4 or 5 universities conducted research on ejaculation, the benefits of ejaculation in men. So that now brought, the reason why I'm here is that the information that was gathered and the research proved that 21 ejaculation from men in a month can decrease the cause of a prostate cancer in men, can actually stop prostate cancer in men. Initially they said it may, but now it has been confirmed, that when you ejaculate 21 times in a month, you have a chance of not having prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is very, very common among men these days. Even men that are in their 40s, 20s, they have it, So the research that was conducted proven that if men can ejaculate 21 times in a month, you are free from a prostate cancer. So now my question is that, because I don't have a lot of people on my platform today, then secondly, I should have made it a open show where people can just call in and contribute to the show. But then I don't really prepare for that tonight, and I don't think it will be okay. It will be nice to do that, because some people might be shy, people might not want to come in, But then let me also say it straight to men. If you are a man, you are married with your wife, whether you are in a relationship or you have a living lover, it is always very good to make sure that you ejaculate 21 times in a month, so as to prevent it from the risk of what? Prostate cancer. And even if you don't have a woman at home with you, the research said masturbation can help. If you can masturbate yourself and ejaculate 21 times in a month, it will save you from having prostate cancer. And the research also says that the ejaculation time has got to do with what time, what day, how many times you're able to ejaculate in a day. But just make sure you ejaculate 21 times in a month, which is probably once in a day or 2 times every 2 days. Or some people, if you can ejaculate 3 times in a day, it's okay. So just make sure you start counting it. Make sure you have serious, not just quick. Some men will just, once they come there, okay, you need to ejaculate, you need to feel it. You need to feel that you are ejaculating, you are really coming. Not those quick coming. Some people, they'll just come, the real ejaculation, So the researcher also talks about people who are not having lover or girlfriend, or people who are living apart from their wife. They recommend masturbation for them, and ways of, any method of masturbation that suits you. You are a man, you should know the position of, you should know what to do that will trigger your orgasm, So any kind of action that can make you ejaculate is very, very is welcome. You can approach it, you can use it. Stan, what's up? Ola Uni. Didn't you see my topic today? I'm talking about ejaculation in men, and the reason why man should ejaculate, and the advantage of why man should ejaculate. So I based my study on the study of America, that says ejaculating at least 21 times in a month significantly reduced a man's risk of prostate cancer. I get my point? Ejaculating at least 21 times a month significantly reduces a man's risk of prostate cancer. This was based on the research from the US that asks men on how often they ejaculated, per month, and a subsequent reports of their prostate cancer. So they found that any man who ejaculated 21 times or more in a month were less likely to report prostate cancer at follow-up. They conducted the research on people who have prostate cancer, and from there they're able to know that when they gave them the therapy of ejaculating 21 or more in a month, they realized that they found that men who ejaculated 21 times or more every month were less likely to report prostate cancer at follow-up than those ejaculating 4 to 7 times per month. However, it does not prove that ejaculating more frequently prevents cancer. You understand? But then, when you already have the cancer, when you start ejaculating, it will not prevent the cancer. But before you have the cancer, if you can ejaculate 21 times in a month, it will prevent you from having cancer. So the further report also shows that ejaculating 21 times, or frequently, does not prevent does not stop it from having cancer. Once you have it, you have to go for the treatment. And when you start doing your treatment, they realize that when they now recommend theory of ejaculating for them, they now realize that those who are ejaculating 21 times and more, their cancer, prostate cancer, reduced compared to those who are ejaculating 7 or 5 times in a month. So it's quite advisable for you to ejaculate 21 times in a month, so as to save you from the risk of prostate cancer. But if you've already had prostate cancer, you have to go and see your doctor. So they'll prescribe the better medication for you and treatment for you. Then you can also follow on your treatment by ejaculating 21 times in a month, so that those things that is causing cancer in your scrotum will be melt. You'll be ejaculating it instead of you keeping them. So the research shows that those who are not ejaculating, accumulated sperm in their body can turn to cancer, and before you know it, you might have a prostate cancer. So, but when the research was conducted again, it shows that those who have those that are associated with less ejaculation every month, they might be at risk of a range of other factors, such as genetic and lifestyle problem. So number of children's diet, natures, and sexual activities and education contributed to this risk, but we cannot say for sure what factor might increase the risk. You understand? They only know about the factors that can decrease. They don't know about the fact that can increase the risk of prostate cancer if you're ejaculating. There's still research that has been done on that, but it has been proven that when you ejaculate 21 times in a month, you are free from having prostate cancer. That is in men. So my advice is that if you're a woman, submit yourself to your husband, and for him to ejaculate, make sure your husband ejaculate 21 times in a month. Even if he's tired, if he doesn't have the strength to make love to you, you women will know how to do it now. You can foreplay your husband, because by saving your husband's life, you're also saving your life too, By making your husband cancer free, you're also saving your life too. If your husband develop what's it called, prostate cancer, automatically you're going to have ovarian cancer as well. You understand? Because what goes inside you also, what is in your husband's body, and will also go into your own body too, through sexual intercourse. And for somebody who's having prostate cancer, you are at risk of having ovarian cancer too, if you are still with such person. Because another research proved that a woman that was having ovarian cancer, a person was sucked by one man, so that man developed a mouth cancer. So there is no factor at the moment that it has been proven that it can increase the chances of at risk of what's it called, ejaculating. That's risk of ejaculating. But the research offers a number of hypotheses why ejaculating may help reduce prostate cancer risk, such as reducing stress or keeping cells metabolism well regulated. So when you have regular sex, it's not when you have regular sex, regular sex, right? It's very, very good. And when you ejaculate, it's always very, very good. It's not all about when you ejaculate. It will prevent you from having prostate cancer, and not only that, it will prevent you from risk of stress. You'll be stress free, and your cell metabolism will be working normally. When you're having headache, maybe you are very weak, but when you have regular sex is exercise on its own, because it's going to work random. It's going to work all over your body. Your brain will be working, your mind will be working, your chest, your hand, and everything will be working. So it will increase your metabolism. So it's very, very good for man. Ejaculating for men is very, very, very good, especially those of you that are suffering from what's it called, rheumatism. Try at least have enough sex. Make sure you ejaculate regularly. So, but those suggestions remains in the realm of speculation. Well, despite any law it tells, you may have heard growing about what's it called? Masturbation is very, very safe. So if you want to do it as a method For those who don't have a woman at home, you can as well do that. It's very, very helpful, you know. There is no medical implication about that. If you want to, as in, you need to ejaculate 21 times in a month so that you can be free from prostate cancer. That's what the research says. But in a situation whereby you don't have a wife at home, you don't have a woman, you can engage in masturbation. Just make sure that you ejaculate 21 times in a month, you know. That will prevent you from having prostate cancer. But it will not cure you of cancer. If you already have prostate cancer and you're ejaculating, you know, it won't cure you. You understand? But if you don't have cancer and you are trying to prevent yourself from having prostate cancer, you know, ejaculating 21 times will help you. So, and as soon as you discover that you have prostate cancer, go for treatment. While you are doing your treatment, a research shows that those that are undergoing chemotherapy and everything, or treatment for prostate cancer, you know, after telling them to go to ejaculate 21 times, there's improvement. You know, the cancer cells stop growing, you know, and before you know it, everything was okay. So it is advisable for you to go and check yourself. Get to know whether you already have prostate cancer or not, you know. So if you don't have it, make sure you ejaculate 21 times in a month to prevent you from having prostate cancer. Men, are you there? Women, are you there? Are you hearing me? So if you are tired, woman, and your husband is tired, just help him to do what you can work on your husband. Just help him to ejaculate 21 times so that your husband can be free and safe from prostate cancer. Prostate cancer, anybody can develop it. Once you are matured, you know, it depends on people's body metabolism according to research. So that is that. So if you can use that as a preventive method, according to research as well, you know. Then you can also use it as like I told you, you can do it frequently. 21 times is the minimum, you understand? Recommended, whatever, but it can be more than that, you know. When you ejaculate more than 21 times in a month, it's okay, but make sure it's not less than 21 times in a month in a month. So that's what I'm trying to pass across. So the study was according to this let me just back it up with the research that was conducted in America. So I'll be reading from what I jot down. You know, like I said, when I share information, I do my own research. I don't just come to share any stupid information, so that when you go back again and come back to my video and rewatch it again, you will take note of what I've said in my video, then you work on it and you check where I got my information from. So where did the story comes from? The story of ejaculating 21 times to prevent you from having prostate cancer. The study was carried out by a researcher from Boston University School of Public Health in Harvard, TH, in Chen School of Public Health, the Harvard Medical School in all the US. It was funded by the National Cancer Institute. The grant from the Prostate Cancer Foundation Young Investors Award. The study was published the peer-reviewed medical journals Europe Urology on open access basis, making it freely accessible online. The UK media reporting was generally accurate, and as you would imagine, some of the coverage and the associated photo were a little tough and tricky. The Sun claims that having 21 orgasms a month could be the key to preventing cancer in men because it helps the prostate flush and toxins. Is unsupported. They also claim that it flushes out toxins, according to the studies. Then the researcher and this research has been proven that ejaculation is the key to prevent prostate cancer in men. So that is how I came about my own information. I don't just do my own things. No. So concerning those who already have cancer and they were undergoing, who already have prostate cancer and they were undergoing cancer treatment, you understand? They also recommend the system for them, you know, why they are undergoing their cancer, whatever. So the same research says that it was found that men who ejaculated 21 times or more monthly were less likely to report prostate cancer. At follow-up, then those ejaculated at follow-up after their treatment, you know. Then those ejaculating 4 or 7 times per month, however, it does not prove ejaculating more frequently, you understand, to prevent prostate cancer. But it shows that those who ejaculate more were free from prostate cancer, and it helps them. It actually reduced their the cancer cell in their body. So I will also recommend 21 or more ejaculation for our men, as on this my platform, or for a woman to recommend for her husband. I have proven to you where I've gotten my research, No, I actually have so many research on it, but I wouldn't want to go into detail. But with what I've mentioned, you can go and check it. So earth is wet, earth is wet, wet is health. I will say wet is health because when you have health, that's where you can have money. But I say earth is wealth, I wouldn't support that much. You understand? When you have good health, that's where you can have money. A lot of people have money, but they have no good health. So you cannot say wealth. You understand? Your health is your priority. When you have your health, you'll be able to move around, to do anything, to source for money, to work for money, to make yourself, to empower yourself, But when you don't have good health, you will not be able to do it. And for those of you men that's always having constant headache, and you have been killing yourself with painkiller and everything, all you need to do is that get a good sex from a good woman. It's good sex. When I mean good sex, the research has proven that hot, sweaty sex can reduce headache. And before you know it, the headache will go away. I mean, hot, sweaty sex, as you just do it together, you handle your woman as if you are working, You make sure you really, every part of your body is working. Not like jaga sex. So, if you are suffering from body pain as well, sex is also is good for that. So when you ejaculate, you'll be stress-free, then your headache will go. It also applies to women too. When you're having bad headache or body pain and everything, and you have been taking painkiller and everything, go into shower yourself with warm water. Then a very warm water is very, very warm, Then after that, make sure you towel your body and you don't wear any clothes. Then rock your man. Then go into a proper sweaty sex. After one round or two rounds, by the time you come once or twice, go back on the shower yourself, clean up again, and lie down. Before you know it, the headache will disappear. So ejaculation in men is very, very important, and likewise in women, orgasm in women is also very, very important. So at this stage, I'm going to say good night. I am done with my topic this night because I want to make it short, so that whenever you need to go back and watch my video again, my audio again, you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to do one hour video on this topic. So I'll be coming and I'll be teaching different topic, head topic, Like this month, I saw Yellow, she was working in Nigeria. I was so happy. Even my kids were able to watch her and everything. I said, I love something like this, and I want to do something like this in the evening too, because our kids can watch it. They were like, they love what they were saying, that, like fracas, causing abuse, everybody know. So we need to teach ourselves. We need to learn from each other, So that is that. So this afternoon, this evening rather, is all about prostate cancer. It's all about how to prevent prostate cancer, and it's all about how to treat yourself, the therapy that you can use at home when you are undergoing prostate cancer treatment. Ejaculating 21 times can help you. So that is that. So I'll be coming out again sometimes this next tomorrow. I'm not sure, because I'm still working on my research on that. The why woman the importance of orgasm in woman. I talk about ejaculation in man. I'm going to talk about the importance of ejaculation in women. Why women should orgasm in women. Why women should how will I put it? Why orgasm is good in women, as in climax, for a woman to reach climax. And for a woman to reach climax, even though without a man, you can reach climax, Scientists don't prove a bell, So I'm going to talk about that too. How you can be stress-free if you're a mother, especially those of you if you're not having a love life, how you can be stress-free, in a natural way, that has been proven by research. Hello, Mr. Bola, I am going to talk about it, and I'll back it up with evidence-based research, I will. So I'll be talking on that too. Maybe tomorrow or next, because I've not finished my research. Maybe tomorrow or next, I'll be talking on that too. So then I'll be talking about the importance of breast sucking. Why you should give your breast release your breast for sucking. I'm going to talk about that as well. So we'll be teaching health awareness. Right? As in, I am not from a medical background. I am not a nurse, but as in, my psychology. I studied psychology for about 3 years at my BA, the honors 1 year, the masters. I did apply psychology for 2 years, so making total of 6 years of studying psychology. So I have experience on clinical psychology, mental psychology, environmental psychology, advanced psychology, behavioral psychology. You know, I studied about 24 types of psychology. So I will be talking more on clinical psychology, which is what I'm interested in now. Clinical psychology. So I'll be talking about that. For those of you who are just joining me, I'm about to finish my show. I'm talking about ejaculation. The reason why men should ejaculate, the impact of ejaculation in men. So a research has proven that men who can ejaculate 21 or more times in a month, you know, will be free of prostate cancer. If you can ejaculate 21 times or more in a month, you are sure of not having. You will be sure of you'll be free from having prostate cancer. And if you already have prostate cancer and you're undergoing treatment, you can use that the therapy of ejaculation 21 times or more in a month to suppress the cancer in your body, and that can reduce the cancer cell in your body. You are very correct, Naomi. Okay, so Liashi. So on that, I have finished on that. So I am coming back again to talk about women. Probably tomorrow, if I'm able to done with my research, I will talk about women. You know why orgasm is very good in women. You know, you need to go. We need to orgasm in women is very, very good. You understand? It prevents a lot of things. So apart from the research that was conducted in Boston University and Harvard, that's proven that if a man can ejaculate 21 times or more in a month, will prevent him from having prostate cancer. It also cures stress in men. You know, when you're always stressed off, it will cure your stress. When you're always tired, it will reduce your tiredness. When you are weak, it will make you strong, you know. So whether you have a woman or you don't have a woman, you can masturbate. If you are a man, make sure you ejaculate 21 times or more every month. It will work on your body, and your body metabolism will be working fine, you know. So that is that. It will prevent you from having prostate cancer. It will help your body metabolism to work fine. It will prevent you from having stress, from tiredness, tired feet, headache, and rheumatism. You understand? So you need to go into you need to ejaculate 21 times or more in a month to be able to get those results of what I've mentioned so far. Oshema again, if you are just joining in, you have to go and watch my video again because me, I've finished, you know. So tomorrow, if I'm done with my research, I say about 4 pages or more, about 4 or 9 pages, 9 pages or more to read and to do summary on it. It is well, our great teacher, always enjoying you. Great time. Well, understand now, you are correct. So, okay. So for those men, if you know you are tired, you don't want your husband to have sex with you, understand? Just carry long john, you understand? Play with it very well. You can blow it, you can suck it, you can do whatever. Make sure your husband come, you understand? Your husband needs 21 ejaculation or more in a month to be able to free from prostate cancer. You understand? To be able to free from prostate cancer. And it also reduces high blood pressure. Yes. Another research has proven that when a man ejaculates regularly, it will reduce his blood pressure because his tube, his red blood cells will be flowing normally and white blood cells will be flowing normally. And it will prevent it from any kinds of blockage in his blood veins. Understand? So make sure you ejaculate 21 times or more in a month. If you don't have woman, masturbation is highly recommended and it's proven by a researcher that it's okay for you. So until I come your way again, when I'll be treating the importance of orgasm in women, while I'll be treating the importance of breast sucking, why women should give their breast for their boyfriend, for their husband to suck for minimum of 15 minutes. You know? For minimum of 15 minutes. Right? You need to get your boobs sucked at least for minimum of 3 hours in a month to prevent breast cancer. So for those of you men, you cannot stand it Once you start suckling your woman, the next thing you want to go into her, you need to relax. You understand? You need to relax and make sure you suck those boobs well for 15 minutes before you even do anything at all. So I'll be talking on that maybe tomorrow or next week. I don't know. Then I'll be talking about clinical psychology. I am not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, but I studied clinical psychology at master's degree level, you understand? So I'll be talking about clinical psychology. How we can use a therapy, you know, that does not involve medication or anything, a natural therapy to treat ourselves of some illness like headache, like cold. If you have cold, right, and the cold is very, very serious, when you have enough sex, it will reduce the cold. When you have nose blockage, it will reduce it. You understand? When you ejaculate, it will. So I was talking about that, you know, from time to time at this moment. So let's talk about clinical psychology. So that is that. So hope you enjoy my topic for today. So share my topic with your friends, share with your family, share with your sister, share with your brother, share with everybody that men need minimum of 21 ejaculation in every month to be free from prostate cancer. So that is that. So God bless you. Until I come away again, I remain Naomi. So, double. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Auntie Fola Adoni. Ide. Ọba ńlá, ọba tó ga. Èdùmàrè, ọba tó ga. Ọba ńlá, ọba tó ga. Èdùmàrè, ọba tó ga. Igwe, 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 igwe. Eze Jeze, ịdị ego, onye na-abịa ụzọ. Ịdị ego, onye dịka gị, onye dịka Chukwu. Amalicha, agụleche ngawa. Kule ya elu, kule Jizọs, bịa kule ya ọnụ. Kule ji elu, kule Jizọs, elu. So thank you for joining in. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to end my show now, and I'm calling it goodbye at this moment. Until you come away again, I remain Naomi. Thank you for tuning in, for joining me. So next time, we are treating another topic on clinical psychology. So thank you and God bless. Bye for now.